welcome back. Once again, this is your English teacher Himanshi ma'am. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well and taking care of yourself as I have been saying. So once again, this is going to be an English lesson with me, and as you all know, we are doing the chapter Subject and Predicate with both class 7th and 8th. If you remember, in the previous video lesson, I told you that I have finished with the discussion of the chapter, but learning need not to be stopped. So today I am going to take a short revision of this chapter so that we can finally put an end to it, and from the next video lesson onwards I can start with something new. And I hope my class 7th remembers that after this chapter they have to follow Jyotsna ma'am's channel for the upcoming chapter, and 8th class will continue to follow me. So students, before I come back to our studies, there are a few things that I want to talk to you about. Well, first of all, I must tell you, I have received the holiday homework by many students from both class 7th and 8th. You people have done a wonderful job. I must tell you that. I was really waiting to compliment all of you, and I want to do it now. You all have done a very good job in completing your holiday homework. There are some students who were not able to do the whole answer in a proper way, but it's okay. I'm not going to put any pressure on you. Okay students, from my side, all I'm saying is that you made the attempt. It was something new. You were doing it completely yourself. So I have to say, however, whatever you have done and you submitted for checking, very well for that. Congratulations, it was a good answer. Next, coming back to your notebooks. As I'm getting to see so many parents are coming in the school and submitting the registers of so many students. What a wonderful response. I'm again very overwhelmed by this response, and I want to tell all my students who have submitted their fair registers for checking in 7th class also, in 8th class also. Beta, you all have done a very good job in your fair registers also. I was very happy to go through it and see that you are following my instructions in a proper way. You all have done your home assignments. Again, some students are there whose home assignments were a little incomplete, you can say. But it's okay. I'm not going to say that you have to do it. It's okay. Take your time, do it in your own speed. I know you are doing it all by yourself at home. So it's okay. But students, I must say that if you are having any chapters, any home assignment incomplete, please start finishing off your pending work so that your whole work is complete. Because as you all must be knowing that in the month of July, you're going to have an objective type test paper. This test paper is going to be first of all online, and very soon I will be sharing a proper detailed example of how to do, what to do and everything, okay? In later future we will discuss all these things about the test, but you must be prepared with your written notes. If you will have all the home assignments, all the work of all the chapters, then it will be easier for you to prepare for the online test. That's why I'm saying. But overall, I must tell you, I was very overwhelmed. I was very impressed by the kind of work done by all the students in holiday homework also, in fair registers also. And I hope very soon when I will start collecting and checking your project work also, I will get the same kind of feeling. And students, one more small thing you have to do today. After watching this video, please go to your parents and tell them that your English teacher Himanshi ma'am wants to say thank you to them, because they came all the way to school to submit all these things so that I could collect and check them. That is also a very big supportive step that all your parents have taken. So I want your parents to also feel supported and motivated that yes, together we will be able to achieve success. Because students, you know, my students and your teacher, we are a team. It can't be like I'll keep on teaching when I don't have any students who will learn. And it can't be like you will learn, study or whatever when you don't have any teacher to give you guidance. So students, it is all together we are going to do. And now in this current scenario, your parents are also playing a very important role. So I want all the parents to feel motivated by this. So what are you going to do? After watching this video, you're going to tell your parents that your English teacher wants to say thank you to all the parents who came to school, who are still coming to school, who are planning to come to school. A very big thank you for the support. And with this same support, I hope we keep on fighting this situation and never stop learning. Okay students, this was all I wanted to talk about with you. Now coming back to the revision of subject and predicate. Today I am going to take a short revision and then finally we will end up this chapter. So as usual, pay attention on the screen. Okay?
English Grammar, Class 7th and 8th, Chapter, Subject and Predicate, Revision. Please note down all the details in your fair registers. So students, in yesterday's video lesson, we have finished the discussion of this chapter and today we are going to do the revision. So let us begin. My dear students, in this chapter we have learnt that a subject means any noun which the sentence is talking about. A predicate tells us something about the subject. Let us look at this example. The small girl is trying to catch a balloon. So this sentence is telling us about whom? The small girl, which is your subject, and the remaining part is your predicate. Next, a predicate has verb and object both. In the same above example, you can see the predicate is trying to catch a balloon. The verb will be is trying and object will be to catch a balloon. So students, these are the points where we started the chapter. Moving on. Next, there is direct object, indirect object. Example, the girl is trying to catch a balloon for her little brother. Again, the girl is subject, is trying verb, to catch a balloon direct object, for her little brother becomes the indirect object. Next, there is compound subject and compound predicate. Example, Jamie and Jerry play neither cricket nor tennis. Jamie and Jerry. Compound subject, why? Because and is used, which is a conjunction. Then neither cricket nor tennis. Compound predicate because conjunction is used, neither nor. Next, there are different kinds of predicate in different sentences. Example, I swim. Here the predicate is only swim. And moving on, you can see the 4 different types of sentences and you can see the predicate is different in all of them. Okay students? Now, time for home assignment number 4. So students, this was your short revision of chapter subject and predicate and this question is home assignment for class 7th. As you can see, you have to fill in the blanks by choosing a predicate from the box. You will note down this home assignment in your fair registers with the complete answers. Okay 7th class, moving on to 8th class. Now students, you can see on your screen, this home assignment is only for class 8th. In this question, you have to make these 2 sentences into a compound subject. 2 subjects are given, you will rewrite the sentence in a compound subject. I am sure my 8th class will be easily able to do it. So the assignment is again different for both the classes.
Well students, this was all from my side. Now we can say that we have finished the chapter subject and predicate. From the next video lesson onwards, we are going to start something new. And this time we are going to start with, make a guess. Well, I'll see you all in the next video lesson. And what are you going to do in today's comment box? Any guesses? Well, today I want answer of one question. In this video lesson, in the comment box, all my students will leave a comment for me and inform me. Those who have submitted the holiday homework, notebook, those who have not submitted, those who are planning to submit, I want your answer in the comment box with your name, class and section. I'm again repeating, in today's comment box, you all are going to tell me whether you have submitted your holiday homework and your notebooks for checking. If yes, then you can write in the comment that I have submitted holiday homework and notebook both with your name, class and section, so that I am able to make a proper record of it. Okay students, well that's it for today. Once again, before I leave you, first click on the like button and then share this video with your classmates and make sure you all are my subscribers. Okay students, take care, bye bye. I hope to see you all very soon.